Alrighty then. How's everybody doing, man? Today feels like a good day. Wow. Absolutely pathetic. Idle, can't drive every day. It's pathetic. And cause me problems. Don't get out of the way. Unbelievable. And none of them are doing nothing. See, these people don't get it sneaking up on you right now. Yeah, this Batman is sneaking up on my enemies, sneaking up on this success. People don't get. I'm putting it all together in front of your eyes, man. We building it. It's happening. All right. And I've already figured out how I can start expanding. I'm expanding as we speak. So I'm about to change this whole game. We're about to get a whole lot more attention over here. Right. And like I said, I'll be doing this all over the country and then all over the world. All right. And that's the purpose of it. It's a real thing. Right. And it has a purpose and it gets more done than anybody. All right. All independently, one man. Sovereign citizen. Body built by God. All calisthenics. Hard work, determination, perseverance, and going through hell, pain, and suffering. I am proud of my pain and suffering. Ma'am, get it right. You understand? We're going to make sure we build a positive environment over here, right? I want the fans to comment as much as possible with showing love, support, and positivity. Okay? That is what, make sure we have a good environment here, right? Because we're here to serve our interest and our interest only. Any third parties are not welcome here. We're not asking for your opinion. Okay? Keep your energy over there. You understand? So, like I said, I already got everything that I want. I'm going to always talk to my fans because I'm a grown man and I have every right to, right? So, like I said, you could just tell how unhinged these narcissists are, how triggered they are, right? By my success. They did everything they could to stop me. Those people that I named and referenced, they're the ones who made all these illegal calls on me, right? Just like Biggie Smalls said people used to do with him. Okay, anyone with a gift, anyone successful for real, it has nothing to do with money. They see your potential and they don't want to see you realize your potential. I already have. You understand? So, like I said, we just don't have time for it. We all know what's going on. I've spelled it out for everybody now. Okay? Batman can do no wrong. Batman is above the law and above your rules. Okay? Batman is the Cape Crusader, right? And I'm out here. And it's just awesome because I built this into a whole business. And most of what I do, yeah, I mean, I come up against everybody, but I help people. All right? I help these people. The people who get out of jail, I help them make their phone calls and stuff. I'm here to help people, man. You understand? People don't want a Batman that is just trying to act tough and against them for no reason. People want a Batman that's on their side and trying to help them. So I'm going to keep on being a good person and doing what I do and doing God's will on this planet. And anybody who has a vested interest against that and against me, well, straight up and down, they're evil as all hell. Right? And they're cowards and they're scared of me. Right? Again, I'm out here in these streets right now. Right? It is what it is, man. We ain't got to spell it out. I stand on business every day. I mean every word I say. All right? My positions are clear. It's broad day. All y'all know what it is. Now you're going to act like it. All right? So, yeah, like I said, I'm the boss. Divine authority, divine rule. I mean, it is what it is. I'm the enforcer, man. How you doing today, Trina? we gonna get some more people watching over here. Watch, a whole lot more people. I'm gonna get a bunch of people involved. You understand? Because, well, it's only gonna help me, man. I got to get all the attention I can get. You feel me? I got to get all of it. We want it all. Batman wants it all, boy. We want it all. Coming for everything. I'm taking back what's mine. Just like Tupac said. Feel me? You gotta understand, man, what you witnessing here is history in the making. You know, that's why I don't talk to people like that, because they want to dim your light. They want to downplay your accomplishments and what you've done. And listen, man, everything I've accomplished has been superhuman and absolutely amazing and incredible. We over here celebrating, man. I love who I am. I love who I've become. I've done some impossible things on camera, even. Okay. So all the real stuff happens off camera. I'm a real street dude. I'm a gangster, right? And like I said, no denying it now. All these people know what's good. So, you know, like I said, I've exposed what truly is in your society. I'll highlight your comment. Trina, try to keep commenting for me. Everybody try to keep commenting. Let me let my honey know that I'm live. Hold on. But yeah, man, I'm just so proud of myself right now, man. This took hard work, man. This took hard work, man. I'm a human being, bro. Like, I want to break down in tears, man, just because I know at least I've accomplished what I set out to do, man. I'm so proud of myself right now, bro. Real talk. I done did it. You know what I mean? Everything these people tried to hold me back from for years, every action they took was to stop this from happening. And I made it, and I'm here. You know, it's a good feeling, man. You know, other than that, it's in God's hands. You know what I mean? Like, you know, struggling financially. I need all the help and support I can get. You know, the reading said that a wave of support would come in. It's possible. It hasn't really happened yet, but, you know, hopefully we get some people to step up. I mean, I absolutely, literally need it. But I'm trying to do what I can, man, with the little I have, and, you know, basically, you know, stock up and try to get ready, because I gotta try to make it through this month, you know, somehow, some way, through God, you know. But God, there ain't never been a chance in hell, man, ever, ever. If you all looked at the odds I look at every day, as soon as I wake up, every day is the biggest challenge in the world. You understand? And because of other people too, and because they're trying to make it that way, and that's okay, because I'm gonna stay a true man of God, and I'm gonna conquer all that fear that you in, that energy you in, that weakness, and I'm gonna swallow it whole like Kirby. That's right. I'm gonna swallow that energy, boy. People sitting there running their mouth like Tupac said. He said, if I couldn't mess with them, I'd tell you. He said, them little homies, I swallow them. Real talk. Y'all is funny. Feel me? Here's my baby. 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you, baby. Thank you, honey. I love you so much. All right. So yeah, like I said, man, I got a job to do, bro. I got a job to do. Hopefully I'll be all right. I feel it, you know, in my body a little bit, lungs, ribs. This steel armor ain't no joke. And I try to like buckle it down a little on some of the buckles, but then it feels too constricted and I don't like it. It just moves a lot on my back, man. You know, it ain't easy. That's what y'all don't get. I'm not just like walking in it, I'm running in it sometimes. It'll come right here too. It'll catch me right here. It did the other day when I did that. This is Sparta kick. This is Sparta. I did that. Man, it hurt, bro. Like, cause it launched back. You know, I hadn't really moved that fast in it all the time or done that movement. So I'm learning as I go a little bit. But yeah, this here ain't no joke, man. This is 18 gauge steel armor. I mean, it's like a protective shell. That's why I wear it. And that's what you would have to have for a Batman suit, right? These people don't get it. I'm a reincarnated game master. You know what kind of games. I'm telling you straight out in the shorts. That's what we in. I don't know about y'all. I know what time it is. I've been waiting for this moment all my life, man. I've been waiting on you fools, for you cowards to expose yourself. I just been waiting. All y'all done told me your legal names. You done told me everything about you. You real smart. That was the whole goal. I said it a long time ago. They don't listen too well. I said I was trying to draw all the cowards out. I want to know who they are. Feel me? It's like a football game, homie. So basically, it's like we on the kickoff teams, right? Right? And all these little cowards, they done told on themselves. So I know exactly which player is who on that kickoff team. So the minute that whistle, and we're off, right? It is what it is, baby. It's self-explanatory, right? I know who's my you know what. You feel me? Yeah, like Waterboy. Like that's my you know what. Feel me? The way the game said in his song. Y'all is funny, little homie. Real talk. Like that's what they don't get. This is kind of like football. It really is. It's hilarious. You know what I mean? Like I said yesterday, whatever movement happened, it made me feel a little bit better for the time being, but I'm feeling issues again on my left side. It's just from injuries, man. You know, life has done a number on me, bro, and for me to be aging backwards every day and you know, in such good shape and still moving around like this, it's amazing, man. I should be bedridden for sure, you know, if not worse. And for me to be doing all this and made it this far, I just love it, man. It's a good feeling. Like I said, please comment, please type in the chat box. It'll help me with everything. Christina, you can type in our chat group or here if you'd like, but I just don't want to have you ever deal with nonsense. We're going to ignore all that now and we're going to move forward. So there will be no discussion about anything, past stuff, anything, people who are committing crimes trying to get attention. Just ignore them. And that's my rules for the show, right? So I'm saying it one time. I'm not going to keep asking. All right. So that applies to everybody. So we're going to keep on moving forward. We're going to keep on progressing. The way to success, people, is to get rid of and get away from all negative energy. You got to get away from people like that. There they go with that nonsense. The law champ. You ain't the law champ. None of you are. You're corrupt. The corrupt champ. That's what it should say with your little face on the side of your truck. It should say the corrupt chump. How about that? That's what all you lawyers are down here, the ones that work through San Antonio. Yeah, like the one who didn't do anything for me. Yeah, we forget nothing, bro. Tell me. Hey. That was crazy. Remember every little detail what y'all did. I went through all that. They wouldn't even give me a settlement. See, these people don't get it. You can't cover up the paper trail because you done called everybody. See, you saw on Hinge, you talked to everybody I ever met, knew, any place I went to. Oh, I'm gonna prove that. That's easy. That's easy money. All these people scared. They're gonna definitely rat on you. They're gonna rat. They're gonna rat quick. They're gonna be singing like canaries. She did it. Oh, 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 oh. That's what I'm gonna say too when y'all are all scared. On and on and on now. Federal indictment. Spend your whole life in prison. Oh, boy. Oh, I love it. They were waving. They said Batman, a whole family. Like I said, I wave at everybody that honks at me. I try to be nice. I do my best. I appreciate the fans. Like I said, please, please show a little bit of financial support, people, man. That's what the Batman needs. Like I said, we're going to be promoting. Finally, we'll be promoting the right way. I think I've found other avenues and ways to promote. These people can't stop it. It's a wrap. Now I just got to build this. I got to build this empire I'm building. Like I said, this is like manifest destiny. So it's manifest destiny, boy. Right? We're going to get all this money. We're going to get all this money, and Batman is going to be operating in free. And that's that. You feel me? So, yeah. There's a biker gang. People like that I get along with. I always get along with the cool people, the real people, men's men. I get along with all those people. I never really have too many problems and issues. There's a guy, he's got an Apple, he's driving. I said hi to him. You know, people, I do it. People generally like what I'm doing. You see, he just yelled Batman out the window. You know, normal people, they going on about their business. They going to work. You know, they doing what they need to do. I'm gonna walk right through here as Batman and see if I get a reaction. Yeah, they going to work. They got stuff they got to do. They doing what they supposed to do. This is what normal civilians and citizens do. Like I said, there's good people in the valley. It's just been so hard for me to find them. You understand? There's one. That's some girl smiling. You know, but at the end of the day, it just is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. You understand? So I mean, at the end of the day, we just got to keep on pushing, and you know, that's about it. Because I'm gonna keep on doing me. Feel me? Keep on doing me, and I'm gonna win. You understand? I'm gonna keep on winning like I've been doing this entire time. Ain't no change, boy. We don't take no losses over here. Feel me? We not taking no losses with you little homie. It's hard. Can't afford to. Never ever lost, never ever now. You understand? So it just is what it is. We're gonna keep on winning. We're gonna keep on doing what we do. That's about it. Feel me? So, like I said, the whole goal is get me as big and strong as possible. And it ain't really about big, but I mean, I'm pretty big, you know, but it ain't about being big. It's about strength. Feel me? But my body is just ridiculous. You know, people don't understand. I'm built differently. I got this, like, I call it hidden muscle. And it ain't really hidden. It's really out there, but I have to be moving. Like, once I start moving, you see it, and it looks ridiculous. I look like a vampire. It don't look normal. The kind of strength I got at this point, it ain't normal. It's never been normal. And, you know, it's taken me time. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, I'm getting a little more used to it, but I'm too strong for my own good, bro. It'd be hard for me to take care of things because of it, because I'm just too strong. Literally. So I'd be grabbing something and, you know, don't know my strength, you know. It just is what it is. So, like I said, yeah, we don't have time for nonsense. We don't have time for Karens. We're not here for that. We're not asking for that. Never did, never will. Right? Everybody knows their actions. Right? It is what it is, man. Over here, we hold people accountable. Right? The right way. Right? And like I said, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? When people speak to me, you got to speak in a real energy, because I take everything people say very seriously. You understand? So, you know, you got to talk to me the right way, man. It's not a choice. Feel me? So, like I said, we're going to keep on doing us. Everybody's been exposed publicly a million times. And I don't know, man. You know, it just goes to show that some people just don't know what they're doing. They have no self-awareness. They're silly. They're out of control. And, you know, it's just insane that people haven't done their job and done something about it. And I'm going to keep on saying it. I'm going to keep on bringing it up. I like when I look back at folks and they just kind of cower down and walk away. But yeah, man, we doing the thing. We doing our thizzle. Feel me? But yeah, man, as far as YouTube, YouTube is just the way to market. It's a marketing platform. It's one of many. right? It's a way for me to do what I'm doing. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. I'm just not impressed, man. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, they talk about Elon Tusk, right? Elon Tusk, I'm taller than, way better looking, smarter than, seen way more money than. He's broke. He's a Mason. He didn't invent any ideas. He's not a genius at all. He's not even smart. You hear when he talks, how slow he is. You put us in a room together, I'd make him look silly every which way but sundown. You understand? If we did a debate, he would look silly. That boy couldn't come close to Tyree Sneed. Are you serious? I'm an actual certified genius in the books, Woody. Feel me? So, like I said, I mean, now what y'all have is you have the key to all that masonry stuff. You know, you'll have nice surroundings. You'll have a fake lifestyle. You'll have a fake wife. Your wife even fake girlfriend. You know, fake plants. Everything for them is fake. And it's the actual truth, and they know it. That's why they're so mad at me, because I've made them feel inferior. I didn't make you feel anyway. It's what you are. Yeah, see, people don't get it. If people really had a conversation with me, if they thought they was in their feelings before, you're going to really be in your feelings when we get through with this conversation. And this ain't never going to end now. Ever. We ain't never going to stop rubbing it in. Like I said, billions in equity, mansion and estate, over 2,000 in jewelry. My own car lot, I pay over $100 for it every month. Website worth almost 2 G's. Mineral rights, oil royalties, in the middle of a stock settlement lawsuit because I had over 70,000 shares of a stock of a company. All the hard work I did these past years, I invested every dime into it. So they're going to have to give me something. And like I said, they're trying to find a nuance and a way around it to not give me all my money. And I'll just file a countersuit. Straight up. They was the same way, laughing on the phone, like, yeah, somebody probably already contacted you. See, these people don't get, I'm like the biggest target that's ever existed. Like, somebody's contacting all these folks before I talk to them. Somebody is literally sitting there and they're on a phone all the time and they're trying to follow me around. And you can see some of the names I mentioned, but I think it's other folks too. And I think it's Carly Fiorina. Allegedly, but I think it's her. And it's not really I'm positive because I know everything she's done and I've talked about it on here. Nothing is alleged. I just say that because, you know, to do things the right way, I'm professional. But no, she definitely tampered with my trust. I have witnesses the university even saw, right? And that's the thing. Like, I don't know what they expect, like, over the course of time. Yeah, you know, we lose a lot of evidence. We lose stuff, but it's pretty easy to show what's going on. You know what I mean? I mean, as far as proving it, I mean, the stuff you're doing online is easy to prove. I have all that. As far as Carly Fiorina, I mean, it's just going to have to all be investigated and looked into. And all these things happen, and I have all these examples of things I went through. So, I mean, I mean, you could sit there and say whatever. I mean, regardless, it's common sense that God is going to bring justice. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand. I'm not looking for justice in a courtroom. I don't even expect it, nor do I care. It's just to hold you accountable. That's all. You know, if I get that, cool. That's icing on top of the cake. But God is who wins my cases. There's supposed to be cases going on right now that I just don't have to be a part of or present. God's winning all that for me. God ain't never going to let me lose, man. That's what these people never figure out. You know, I'm doing everything I can. I go hard as I can. I go harder than anybody, baby. About 30 on my wrist, got them pissed. Like I said, I got over 2,000 in jewelry. Website worth almost $2,000 for my own marketing ability. Right? It is what it is, man. People can't handle your boy. They can't handle me on a panel. They can't handle me out here in reality. Feel me? And I just love it, man. Like I said, we going to create a different environment here now. Right? It's that time, man. I got to be able to talk to people. Like, when I'm on my missions, I got to be able to talk to my audience, man. I got to be able to have some support, because that chat has a lot of power, is the truth. And I was wrong about that. It has a lot of power because depending on what energy you bring, it helps, right? And number two, that doesn't make me feel so alone when I'm doing what I'm doing and going on missions and doing what I'm doing right now. I'm out here dolo by myself in the real world. This ain't The Sims. You know what I'm saying? And when I go on my missions, I'd like to bring my chat with me. I'd like to have people on here with me, even people I don't know, strangers, right? What's up, man? And all of them over there are welcome to come over here and talk. All I ask is just please be respectful. That's all. I don't have any issues with anyone. Like I said, I said what I said. I feel how I feel about certain individuals that most of them don't like anyway. And that's all. I stand on what I said. Other than that, it is what it is. I mean, I'm still not against anyone or anything like that. I still wish them all the best. But that's why I just, went my separate direction, and it's about it. I mean, the fact is I have a name on here, so I mean, I'm pretty sure they'd be happy to have me on their panel anytime. I just don't know if it's a conducive interest for me right now to do that. That's all. That's the thing. I don't like to treat this like willy-nilly. I don't like to where I eat, but feeling a little bit nauseous. The check today, a lot of days too, like I'm not eating anything and I'm just going out, so it is what it is. Like I said, donate, man. It'll help me grab a snack, grab me something to eat. You can help me buy a hot dog. They're actually pretty expensive. They have like a $4 deal on the app. So like if y'all donate, if somebody donates like 10, 20 bucks, I can go get me a hot dog and like a big gulp and sit down and chill, and like stuff like that helps me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'll budget the money and make it last and get the little stuff that I need. It's going to take the crowd support me, man. If not, I don't know how I'm going to get through all this right now. I really don't. I don't know how I'm going to make it all the way to 21st. It's a long time, dude. But do the best I can. That's all I can do. I'm human. I'm Batman, but I'm human. And when it comes to all that, that's all I'm saying is, I'm not going to let anybody speak on me at all or reshape my story or my testimony. You can't tell my story for me. I'm retired, man. I've already been successful. I deserve to have people take care of me. People owe me money. They never paid it. Tons of it, thousands. I mean, like, I'm not unsuccessful. I'm extremely successful. That's why at some point you want to get away from it all, and I deserve a break, bro. Like, what? I'm a human being. All these other human beings are not being treated like that. They're not constantly having to produce. I worked since I was 16, man. That ain't healthy. I disagree, man. I think it's healthy. There's some people, they skip breakfast every day. So, I mean, I don't know, but I mean, yeah, like everything else I'm describing, no, it's not healthy. But, I think my health is in pretty top condition, to be honest. I'm not too worried about that, but I understand what you're saying. I'm just real resilient, man. I mean, like I said, these people, they've been trying to literally do that with me this entire couple of years. They just don't want to see me succeeding and eating, literally. So if y'all want to make them mad, that's what I'm going to ask the audience for. Please donate some money so that I can get me some snacks and get a hot dog, and just helps, get my nutrition up, man. Like, I really need that. I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like I don't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, usually during the day, it's just that I get going, and I want to get everything on the road, man. I'm excited about the day. I feel like today is a good day, man. I got some rest. I don't know how much, but I feel like enough, a little bit. And I don't know, like, this is what it is. Like, I look good, right? Oh yeah, also I need to get some money. If y'all can help me, I need to shave. You understand? Because mine are already old and I'm not going to use them like that. I'm not going to take that chance. So yeah, I need to clean up. And once I do, I'll look like a whole new man, and you'll see that youthful, exuberant look. Somebody said I look mature with a beard. I look mature regardless. I just look super young. I guess that's what you mean, but I mean, it's just the way you shape it when you say you look mature. I've always been mature, And I'm not being defensive. I'm listening very carefully to what you're saying. See, I analyze things more than other people. I'm Batman, bro. I pay attention to every little detail. I've been studying human behavior for these full 2 years. I know a lot about all of you. I know a lot about your habits, how you act. I'm gonna study forensics too. That's actually, I'm probably gonna look into it today. Hold on. I got to study forensics, bro. And if y'all know anything about it without, saying anything too crazy on here, please let me know, or any sources that I can study this type of stuff that'll help me as Batman, because I 100% plan to have the authority at some point as Batman to be on crime scenes. I truly believe that that's where this is headed. I don't care what anybody says. I don't have any affiliation with any of that. Obviously, I work for myself. I just do this, and my whole niche is that I'm a YouTuber, I guess. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm me, and I just think that when I get to New York and stuff, I think that all those people are going to need my help. And I think that's good because I've had a lot of issues in the past. I've been through a lot. I mean, so I'm always a little bit, just eerie and leery about them. When I used to drive back in the day, that's all I ever remember in my rear view mirror. You know what I'm saying? So people just got to understand I've been through a lot in my life, and people are human, man. You know what I mean? So, that's why I pay attention. And if I can bring unity and make friends out of those people and those folks, well, there's nothing more I'd like to do. I mean, I would love that. That's all I've tried to do, but I was always nice to everybody and respectful, and it didn't get me very far, so if you notice that I'm not too nice of a guy now, well, people made me that way, and I have every right to be that way, and I'm going to remain that way. I don't care what the world says or thinks. Hold on. All right, sorry. They have stuff playing that I don't want on here. Will I ever come back to MC? Yeah, for sure, more than likely. With Christina. Um, I want to show Christina Shalot. That salad bar out there is delicious. I don't care what nobody says. One of the best salad bars I've ever tasted. The little feta cheese or whatever they got in that little macaroni stuff and the pasta and stuff. It's delicious. I had a good time in Shalot, man. Everybody was kind of scared of me out there. I've just always been myself. It's a small little, what town. It's a lot of people that look like me, but they don't act like me. And I usually have more issues with my own than I do with others. I had some issues out there, nothing I couldn't handle, but Shalot is something else, man. North Carolina, they're a different kind of breed. Then I was in the hood, like out in Charlotte and Raleigh, we'd be playing basketball, and I'd see how the hood dudes would roll, the other culture, and I'd be chilling with them. I always adapted more to their culture than my own. That's kind of been my issue. I even collided a lot with my dad on that because I'd listen to rap music, and it's just who I am. I've always been the same person. I love rap music, man. My first album I ever bought, I think, was Yuck Mouth to Appalachian. If you go look at that album, it's the most gangsta thugged out album you'll ever hear. And that's what I would listen to religiously. And my soul is kind of different. It's just always been that way. I don't know if it's a cultural soul. I don't know if I used to be that in another lifetime, reincarnated, possibly, because my name comes from one of them right? And my family, you can kind of figure out what they owned and what happened, right? So one of them, my family took the name and used it, and it was Tyree, and it was with one E, it was Tyre, like tire, which is crazy because that's like a kingdom in the Bible. Like it's a whole thing. So there's a lot of power to that name. It's the most powerful name in the world, really. Tyree, and that's my name. And it came from one of them. And I always told people he must have done something right. They must have liked him if they used the name. It wasn't on anything else. Maybe he defended somebody. You don't know. Maybe he literally, he might have, what I'm saying, really, really stood up for someone and done something heroic. I don't know. But that name was given to me. And I'm the fifth generation of Joseph Tyree Sneed. I'm the fifth. I have a V as a Roman numeral on the end of my name. It's starting to rain. Starting to drizzle. Feel like that scene when he goes to the club. You know who I am. In New York, I'm gonna be doing that. I'll be showing up in front of the clubs just for the reaction at least. So see if they let me in like this. Right? You know who I am. He's like, yeah, I got an idea. Like, you never know. There might be some situations I might be going in clubs and stuff. You just have no clue. You know what I mean? You don't know. Yeah, I remember Calabash a little bit. Batman Festival. That'd be cool. Calabash. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I remember. Oh man, don't tell me I just did that. Dang it. Oops. All right. I'm sorry, Trina. I just banned you accidentally. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Here, give me a second here. Let me try to go in there and fix it. Hold up. All right. I went through the whole list, so hopefully I unblocked. I'll try to do it again when I can. You know what I mean? But yeah. So like I said, over here, we already know how we're handling everything, right? We already know what we're doing, and like I said, it's just people are just like, it just is what it is, man. We just don't have time for it. We want nothing but positivity over here, and that's all. All my energy, I'm going to continue to learn how to cope with this and deal with this the best way, because, like I said, I mean, like I love it, man. Really, like people just they cannot handle my success. You know what I'm saying? And like we're here for all positivity and love, man. You know what I'm saying? I already told you what it is. We want positive energies over here, and that's it. I'm going to be promoting for everybody, marketing, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? These people, they just want to throw me off my square. That's all. Them folks, they just, what I mean, they know that they're not making sense. They seeing me succeed, and it's having a huge major effect. So with that being said, and knowing that, I'm just going to keep on succeeding. But I've gone in there twice. I tried to unblock everybody literally. So I apologize, but that's just natural and normal. That's what I'm saying. That's what happens. When I got people and I'm coming and looking in this chat and they're talking to me in some other way, right? I mean, that's what happens. It throws off my rhythm and my equilibrium because I'm a human being. You know what I mean? So like I said, all I ask is that the audience talk to me right, talk to me with respect, and that's about it. You feel me? So like I said, we gonna keep on doing our thing. We gonna keep on doing what we gotta do. We gonna keep on, standing up and succeeding and being a man about things, right? And people can never walk in my shoes, man. They know it. You know what I mean? So that's all I really gotta say. But yeah, Trina, try to type in the chat. We'll do another live in a minute, and that way I can make sure I got you on block because that was a mistake on my part. All right, I just had clicked it accidentally. I clicked the wrong button. So like I said, that's why I always say the rules of the chat. Everybody has to follow them, and that's all. All right. So like I said, man, we gonna keep on doing our thing. We gonna keep on making money, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'll be back in a minute, y'all. Appreciate y'all.